It helps naturally quiet people to overcome social anxiety and build confidence connecting with people. I help them to develop their natural strengths and also to create a positive lifestyle which helps them to thrive. Decided to talk about self acceptance in today's live stream. So, today I feel in a lower mood than normal. I've been happy this month, had a great time, blessed with the coaching, euphorically happy quite a lot of the time. And of course, you have days where you feel sad and then you bounce back. This is part of the human condition. So that's how I feel today. Had an awesome week. Feel sad today, but I have experience. I know how to feel good about how I feel. How to bounce back quite fast whenever you feel down, and how to always move forwards, feeling connected to yourself and life, and embracing the human condition. So, how do you treat, how do you respond to and treat your emotions? So, this is an analogy that I use for myself and also teach to my clients. So, imagine that you was a parent, if you're not already, and your child was feeling exactly how you was feeling right now. Maybe your kid is feeling sad, feeling angry, feeling jealous, feeling lonely, however your kid might be feeling. How would you treat your kid if your kid was feeling this way? And this is how you should treat yourself. You probably wouldn't want to be angry and say, why do you feel like this? Today of all days, you shouldn't feel this way. You should feel different. You probably wouldn't treat your child this way. But often we can treat ourselves this way unconsciously. And then we wonder why we feel doubly bad. Probably you would say it's okay to feel this way. It's a normal human emotion. Everybody experiences the highs and lows. It's part of the journey of life. So relax, feel what you're feeling, get it out, enjoy yourself, and make progress as you usually would do. So you basically become a parent and you parent yourself. When you're feeling low, you're feeling triggered. Whenever you feel like you're struggling more than normal. And what this does, or what you're doing, is you're changing your relationship with yourself. You're improving it by increasing the levels of self acceptance. If you constantly reject yourself, berate yourself for being angry, and you don't treat yourself well, that can explain why you're not happy in general. There's a difference between going through the natural cycles of human emotions and then feeling unhappy on a long-term basis. In my case, with all the work that I've done on myself over a long period of time, self-help for well over a decade, and coaching other people for some years as well. I've got to a stage where I'm in a good mood, where I'm genuinely happy and enjoying life, probably 85% of the time. This is the best that I've achieved. So I'm not in a general state of sadness or depression, but I have been in those places in the past. I've had years of depression when I was a teenager, years and years and years of social anxiety, feeling like an outcast, feeling lonely. So there's a difference between natural emotional cycles and being in a permanent negative state. And when you learn to accept yourself more, you find that there's a natural flow to your emotions. When you don't accept them, what you're actually doing is you're trapping them in the system. You're trapping them in your body and you're preventing them from being released. You're suppressing part of you. And just like a child wouldn't feel good if you treated a child this way because of how they were feeling, you're not going to feel good either. You're hurting yourself. It's like you're punching yourself, and then you're feeling sore afterwards. So self-acceptance, this is you developing a more positive relationship with yourself. You can treat your emotions like a crying baby. So this means listen to them, welcome them, embrace them 100%. They may feel quite dark, but embracing them leads to them feeling lighter over time. And of course, if you've been through a recent challenging situation, if you've been through a breakup, you've lost someone, of course it's okay to, in that case, go through some kind of mourning process. You're recovering from some kind of traumatic event. Of course, then it's going to take quite a bit of time to get yourself into a great place again. But if this isn't the case, start to accept how you're feeling right now. A little exercise that you can do if you're feeling brave. Go out by yourself. Go for a walk, but be around people. So you're there by yourself, but there's other people there. So maybe you could be walking in nature in a popular spot. Or you could even sit down inside a cafe, get some food, have a drink, but be by yourself. And just notice other people. Be aware. Does it bring up any emotions in your body? Quite often when there's emotions that we're struggling to accept, parts of ourselves that we haven't fully embraced, we project onto other people and we get triggered by other people. So rather than seeing and experiencing these emotions directly in ourselves, we often need other people as a mirror to show us how we're feeling. So maybe you're feeling lonely and outcast, but you're not fully aware of this. And when you go for a walk in nature, the emotions start to surface. the more you run away from how you feel and the more you bottle it up, the further away you get from happiness. I've never known anyone to say, man, I feel so great for bottling all these emotions up. It's not part of human nature. It feels good when you can get them out, especially if they're really bothering you. This is why there's huge value in my coffee socials. I put them on once a month, actually doing 2 this month back to back, the last Sunday in September. And it's a safe space where people can get out what's bothering them, share it in the group, connect with one another, build confidence, break down social anxiety, feel good, feel connected, and feel inspired as well. So having a platform where you can share how you feel, this can make a big difference to accepting yourself. It's almost like when you tell somebody else how you feel, immediately you release your worries about feeling that way. Trying to hide it from other people and not let them see it. This is you rejecting yourself, and this is you not getting your emotions out there in the light of day, in the light of consciousness, where they're meant to be. There's a natural flow, and we're meant to talk with our emotions. There's these parts of the world called blue zone countries where people have the longest life expectancy. And I was watching a Netflix documentary on this a while ago, and one of the common habits that people do in this Japanese island where there's a really high life expectancy, and they get together so there's a sense of community, and they talk about their problems, they talk about how they feel, rather than bottling it up. And this is one of the great benefits of forming a quality social circle, a quality group of uplifting people who you can chat to and connect with. And if you don't have such people in your life, I know what that's like. That was the case for me. I've created this group in Birmingham to help you out. And it's a really popular group. I do live events once a month, and there's over 600 people in the group. And I get about 60 people at my bigger events, and I have smaller events as well, which are less intimidating, with 8-9 people. So this is a group where you can do that and find some good friends. You can also go down the coaching route, find a coach that is right for you. You're very welcome to try coaching with me. I offer the first session free of charge, so you can taste my coaching, try it before deciding if you want to book more sessions. And you only need to call things out, to vocalize how you feel until you feel more accepted, more accepting of yourself, and that thing no longer bothers you. And I find that talking about how you feel is so much more effective for processing your emotions than any meditation that I've tried in the past. So rather than doing these shadow work meditations that you might have heard of, it's much better to just talk about the things that bother you with someone that is supportive, that's going to listen to you. And this is why going out into different situations, especially by yourself, can be really enlightening, because you'll realize that you're projecting onto other people on certain occasions. Maybe you're single, and when you see couples together, it really brings up these yucky, dark, sad emotions inside you. And you talking about that, you having someone to tell this to. I feel sad when I see couples together. It reminds me that I'm single and makes me feel down and defeated and jealous and this and that. You talking about that just allows you to release that emotional burden and accept how you feel in that situation better. So getting around uplifting people that genuinely listen to you rather than ignore you, getting around these good people really, really helps with self-acceptance. If other people accept you, it makes it easier for you to accept yourself. But you might not currently have this setup, so you need to go out there and build this setup for yourself. What can also help as well, so if you get triggered and you feel sad, not to dwell on it too much. Treat it as normal. Allow yourself to feel how you feel. Carry on going about your day. You don't need to over dwell on it. Don't treat it as a problem to solve. Don't try and stop it. Don't try and change it. You can actually be lazy and do nothing. Say, okay, I give up. I surrender to how I feel right now. Not going to try and change it. What's the point in trying to change it? And as soon as you surrender to how you feel, it no longer overwhelms you. You realize that you can handle it, and immediately you feel better. As my mentor taught me, you can always have happiness. No matter how much you work on yourself, you can't always have happiness, but you can always have connection. So even when happiness is not an option, you're going through a challenging time, you can always get around good people that you can connect with and enjoy the connection. What can help with self-acceptance as well is slowing down. Being still. So often when we feel sad or we feel scared, we feel a way which we struggle to accept. There's a tendency to try and escape the situation, to somehow magically escape how you feel right now. I want to encourage you to go the opposite way. Stay in it longer. Challenge yourself to sit with the emotions. Embrace them more than normal. Hide them less than normal. And actually do the opposite of escaping. Sink into them. Move towards them, not away from them. So self-acceptance, what can really help with this as well is being honest with yourself, honest with other people, and starting to become aware of how other people go through all the different experiences that we do as humans. Okay, this person at work, they're having a down day today. This person at work, they're really, really stressed. This family member is feeling this way right now. It's really hard to accept something when you feel that you're the only one that's suffering with it. But when you realize that the whole planet has experienced feeling the exact same way that you're currently feeling, it's a normal human emotion. It's a normal part of the human experience. It's much easier to accept it. I'll give you an analogy. So, crossing roads is something that we do on a daily basis. We cross roads all the time. Whenever you cross a road, you are taking your life into your own hands. Whenever you're driving a car, you're doing the same. But you don't get afraid before you cross a road. You just do it. You don't panic. You accept that it's part of life. And you have a safe way to navigate the situation. Because everybody else does it, it's normalized. So it feels normal, and therefore it doesn't bother you. But if crossing roads wasn't a thing, maybe it was a rare occurrence, and people hyped it and built it up as this massive monster of fear to face. You could be really scared in the same situation. Especially if it was just you that was doing it. Don't abandon yourself. Don't outcast yourself because of how you feel. Include yourself. Whatever you're looking for out there, learn to give it to yourself. If you want to be really brave, whenever you feel that you don't have something, give that thing to somebody else. So, for example, let's say that you feel scared that you're going to be single forever and die alone. Reassure somebody else in the same position that they're going to be just fine and meet someone when the time's right, providing that they put themselves out there. Finding the strength to give kindness to other people and give other people what you're lacking, this can really, really help. Because you'll start to see that you're accepting other people, and you'll be able to reverse the direction of that acceptance towards yourself with practice. So me coaching other people, this has helped me accept myself to a greater level. I do the coaching to help other people out, but in doing so, it also helps me out. I'm privileged to be able to see behind the scenes, behind the social masks of people, and see what's really going on and how they're really feeling. And this can be enlightening for lots of people, to peek behind the curtains and realize that all these people, they go through the full range of human emotions. It's just that they only show you the bits that they want you to see. They show you a highlight reel rather than the real story. They're just showing the best bits. This is an illusion, and when you can shatter that illusion, you'll realize that, you feel just like other people do. It'll normalize it, and you'll realize that you're able to accept yourself much greater. And this is also one of the effects that my events have on people. You get a chance to shatter that illusion, drop the social masks, and see that everybody else has fear just like you. Everybody else has days where they feel down in the dumps. Everybody else has days where they feel triggered, days where they feel lonely. And seeing that other people feel the same way frees you from how you feel. It frees you from worrying about how you feel. That's what it does. So self-acceptance is a journey. Just like all the good things in life, it takes time. But you can start today. Why wait? Why put it off? If there's a mountain to climb and you know you have to climb it, if you delay it a week, it doesn't change the fact that there's still a mountain to climb. So why not make some progress now? So imagine that it's not you feeling the way you're feeling, it's your child. Ask yourself what you would say to your child and how you would treat them. Treat yourself the exact same way. If you can talk to somebody about how you feel, this works absolute wonders. Just come down to one of my free events in Birmingham. Get out what's bothering you and see how much better you feel after doing so. Know that lots of people feel the exact same way that you do right now. What also helps people out, you could say that it's selfish to spend too much time worrying about your own problems. What about other people's problems? What about the bigger picture in life? You could say that it's too self-indulgent to dwell so much on how you feel and be worried about it. Life's too short as well. So stop resisting how you feel, start accepting, go with the flow. You'll be so much happier and lighter in general. If you're interested in checking out one of my live events in Birmingham, meeting a whole bunch of other people, getting past the social mask, being honest, really connecting with people, building confidence, drop me an email. I also do private coaching. So if you want to book a session, I charge £100 for a 1 hour pay-as-you-go Zoom coaching session. I also offer the first session complimentary, free of charge, so that you can try my coaching before deciding if you want to do more sessions. Hope that you got value from this live stream. Looking forward to coaching one of my long-term clients tomorrow. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.